What's good, Jetsetters? Let's talk about Russ turning down a $50 million deal to keep his soul. Now, I follow Russ on IG, and I was scrolling through IG, right? So I see a post from Russ. I see that he repurposed a TikTok video. So I click on the video, right? And in the video, it says, they offered me $50 million for my catalog, and I turned it down because my soul is not for sale. Now, after I saw this, you knew I had to cook up with y'all. I was like, ooh wee, I got to cook up with my Jetsetter. So I decided to do a little bit more research, right? I type in Russ $50 million deal or something like that, and it leads me to this article out of hiphopdx.com. So shout out to hiphopdx.com. The headline reads, Russ explains why he turned down $50 million offer for his catalog. Now the article reads, the New Jersey-born rapper returned with the Boy Wonder produced Too Much on Friday, December 9th, where he revealed in the opening verse that he turned down a $50 million offer for his catalog. Now it quotes the verse right here. Here's the verse. It says, $50 million for the catalog I turned down. Facts. I'm making money every second. You should learn how. Okay, that's hard. That's hard. I feel you, Russ. I feel you. Now, some people disagree with Russ. Shout out to the legendary producer Sonny Digital. The article goes on to say, in a comment on Rap TV's Instagram post, Sonny Digital disagreed with Russ's stance, saying an artist's catalog doesn't qualify as their soul. Now, it goes on to quote Sonny Digital as saying, my catalog is not my soul. Okay, so here's my opinions on all this. I gotta respectfully disagree with Sonny Digital. See, I see where Sonny Digital was coming from. However, when we say your soul, we're not necessarily saying your soul, like in a spiritual way, right? We're talking about more like being bought, being used like a puppet, right? I get where Russ was coming from when he says my soul is not for sale. Now, this is my opinion, right? Y'all can disagree with me in the comment section. I welcome that, right? However, this is my opinion, and no disrespect to Russ. He has awesome music. He's a great writer, producer, rapper, all that. However, I gotta say it like this. I don't think Russ's catalog was worth $50 million, right? Because if you look at Future, he just sold a portion of his catalog for between 50 and 75 million, with a lot of people saying he got 50 million, right? And a lot of people are saying he got a bit shorted. I felt like he got a bit shorted as well. And I'm sure even Russ will say, yo, Future is that guy. He's a legend. He's been out longer than a lot of cats. He really changed the game. So for them to offer Future and Russ the same amount, it's not all about music. You got to understand, they probably offered Russ that $50 million to control Russ. I would say Russ's catalog is worth about $20 million, right? And I believe that other $30 million was about controlling Russ. So I get where Russ was coming from when he says my soul is not for sale. So you got to understand how these contracts work. It's not as simple as a lot of people think. There's a lot of things called contingencies in these contracts. Like, yeah, we'll give you this money, blah, 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 but you got to do X, Y, and Z, right? We need to be able to control this. You need to sign this NDA over here. You need to make sure you don't speak on this no more. See, it's more than just turning down $50 million. See, I see over the years a lot of people trip on artists and stuff when they find out these artists turn down multi-million-dollar deals. Like, yo, you dumb. Yo, what was you thinking? Why would you turn that down? See, people don't understand. It's deeper than the money. There's a lot of things in these contracts, right, that will have you, quote unquote, selling your soul in a way. It's more about control. See, a person like Russ is a big threat to the music industry. He's a big threat to the gatekeepers of the music industry, right? Like, for instance, think of how much money they probably offered Tech Nine over the years. They probably offered Tech Nine hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Because not just because of his music, but because of what he represents, right? And Tech Nine was doing that back in the 90s. So Russ is even more dangerous today because we got social media, we got all these different platforms, and he's showing people how to do it on your own. Like, yo, you don't need a label. I'm making millions of dollars by myself. There's independent artists out here making 6 figures plus on their own through streaming, content, sync licensing, this and that. They're doing it all on their own. And a lot of people are waking up and figuring this out. Like, yeah, even if I do sign a deal, I don't need to sign no whack deal. I don't need to sign no 360 or nothing crazy like that. Right? I can just get a distribution deal. I can get an admin deal. See, people are catching this knowledge faster because of the internet. So this knowledge is getting out there faster with sites like TikTok. You got YouTube Shorts. Like I can make a YouTube short 30 seconds that can reach millions of people, just telling them like, yo, own your masters, or yo, get a distribution deal, get an admin deal, don't get this kind of deal, right? And that can reach way more people, because a lot of people don't have that patience to watch a long video. But now they got it to where you can chop it up in a little short or something and educate millions of people. So basically what I'm saying is the music industry, their old ways of doing things is breaking down fast, and they're sweating. And cats like Russ is like, he's like the leader right now for like independent artists. So they really want to get control over him. Now y'all comment down below. Do you think selling your catalog is like selling your soul? Me personally, my stance is basically it's selling your soul if it violates your morals, right? If they have things in the contract that have you doing things you're not comfortable with, right? Like controlling your social media. So that's another thing a lot of people don't realize. A lot of your favorite celebrities and stuff, a lot of your favorite rappers, they don't actually control their social media. The label does. Let's talk about videos as well. People, over the years, people always talking about these videos and like, man, why they do this in that video? Why they doing all this crazy stuff in videos? Like, what's that about? And they end up blaming the artist. Now, don't get me wrong. The artist is partially to blame. But if you read the book, all you need to know about the music business by Donald Passman, it'll tell you in that book, most labels control the videos, right? The artists don't control what's going on in the video. They don't control the imagery. They don't control the designs. They don't control where the video is shot. The artists really, a lot of these artists at major labels don't really control nothing. They low key on some puppet stuff, right? Now you see why a lot of these artists, they get really upset and they lash out on IG. They lash out in these interviews. It's because they realize how much they're being controlled. See, a lot of these contracts are not good. All money ain't good money. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. That's exactly why I'm trying to teach the youth. It's like, don't be in a rush to sign a record deal. Definitely don't try to sign a publishing deal. I don't even know the point of a publishing deal today. I don't even get why anybody would sign that unless it was for like millions of dollars, right? Don't be in a rush to sign these deals, because they're going to put you in a position you're not comfortable with. And if you don't go along with the things they want you to go along with, they're going to put you on the shelf. Salute to Russ for standing on business, standing on morals, and standing on plain respect. See, a lot of artists would have lost their mind if somebody offered them $50 million. $50 million? What? I could go buy a house. I could buy 3 houses. I'm about all the diamond chains. Nah, not Russ. Russ stood on business, and I respect him for that. I think a lot of y'all can learn from that. Sometimes it's not about the dollar sign, man. And look, do you think Russ is struggling right now? Honestly, do you think Russ is missing any meals right now? That dude is a multi-millionaire. Like he said, he getting paid by the seconds. He got publishing checks and royalties all over the place, man. And if they offering him $50 million for his catalog right now, imagine in 10 years how much they going to offer him. Just to have control over him, man, they probably going to be offering him like $300 million. Listen, Russ, if you want to take a $300 million deal, man, I ain't going to be mad at you, man. You served your purpose long enough, man. Go ahead and get the bag. But seriously, I respect what Russ did in this situation. And I hope y'all can stand tall like this in the future when y'all get these deals offered to you and stuff. I know I will. Because, I'd rather make a few $100,000 a year than make millions and be controlled like that. Because at least with a few $100,000, I can chill. I can have freedom. See, I value freedom. Money is nothing without freedom, in my opinion. Now, for all my artists out there, if you need some new heat for your new album, EP, single, whatever, I got you. I got my own songwriting gig on Fiverr.com. That's right, I'm writing hooks, verses, full songs, whatever you need, I got you. The link to my service will be down below in the description and in my bio as well. I also got the link to the service that has helped my channel out tremendously. I'm on my way to 27,000 subscribers, y'all, and a lot of that is due from the help from this service. The name of this service is vidIQ. That's right, vidIQ, y'all. They will help you get your tags right, your thumbnails, descriptions, whatever. They got you. The link to vidIQ will be down below in my description and in my bio as well. Now, that's all I really wanted to leave y'all with today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.